What's up, everybody? Just gonna post a hopefully quick review of the gear I carry when backpacking. I've been poking around YouTube a lot lately, and I've come across a number of backpacking systems, if you will, bug out bags, and a lot of it just seems kind of unrealistic. And this backpacking and gear in general is something that I consider myself pretty knowledgeable. Um, with, and thought I'd just throw up my take on stuff that I carry. Gonna try and keep this as short as possible, get it in under 10 minutes. Um, so I'll just jump right in. The first thing you'll notice is everything fits in one frame here. This is everything that I carry on my back outside of what you'll be wearing for a 3 plus day trip. Um, Anything outside that, you're gonna have to make sure there's water sources and whatnot. But the only thing I would really change if I was going to do a longer trip would be the amount of food that I'm carrying. Um, so to get right into it, I'll just grab my pack here and start with that. This is the Gregory Triconi. Um, Gregory makes a really nice pack, and after working in a gear shop and doing a lot of backpacking and checking out the different designs, um, I decided to carry this Gregory here. Set that back. Various schools of thought on pack designs and weight and whatnot. And the pack I carry is probably a little bit heavier than most, but it errs on the side of durability and comfort, which is really important if you're doing a longer trip. Um, it's an internal frame pack, and I like to keep everything on the inside. I don't like stuff hanging off, dangling, moving around. Um, that just adds to noise and ultimately just a less efficient way to carry things. So I'll just jump in real quick here with the gear. Um, Start over here with this is your regular old military style trifold shovel. Um, that's something that only comes along if I know I'm going to be doing something in snow and I'm going to have to do some digging. It's kind of a little bit heavy, and so it doesn't always come along unless I know I'm absolutely gonna use it. On that note, you also see my tent here, the Marmot Swallow, and the poles. This is two person um, tent, and again, that's just something that I'll only carry if I know I'm going with somebody else in the winter time, and or if I have the dog with me, whatever. And I'm going to need some extra space, and I can split up the weight. Otherwise, that doesn't really come along. But outside of those two items, all this other stuff here um, will be in my bag every time. Um, I guess start with the rope here. I have some nylon, your regular old nylon rope. I don't know, clothesline for all I know. Um, and next to that, we have some 7 millimeter cord here, about 20, 30 feet. Stuff's good to hang a bear bag, and you never know, you might need some rope as well. So I always carry a little bit of rope with me. Next, if I know I'm going to be having a fire, cutting some wood, Sawvivor, a really valuable tool there. Cuts wood better than anything else you could put in your bag. Um, Next to that, as well as for tools, I'll carry my buck strider, about 4-inch fixed blade, and the Ranger RD7 um, as well for wood processing and whatnot. You'll see I have a hatchet, just using that as a pointer. I don't really carry that. It's kind of heavy. The next tool here we have is my Smith & Wesson Model 64 38 Special. This is my bear defense, kind of a sore subject with me. You never see any backpacking magazine talk about carrying a handgun, and it's really your only option if you do come across a bear. It's you're not going to outrun or outmaneuver a bear in the woods if it does decide to attack you. So I always carry this with me if I know I'm going to be hiking around bears. I'll leave it at that. Like I said, I'll do separate reviews on a lot of this stuff, but I just want to give you guys a quick overview. Next, all the small stuff here, compass, fire, that's all my EDC survival kit. You can check out my separate review on that. As far as clothing goes, carry a wool cap, pair of waterproof gloves, and a pair of sunglasses. Always good to have some eye protection with you. As far as cooking, I have my Snow Peak stove here, ultra lightweight, really good. I've used this quite a bit. Comes in handy. As long as I know I'm going to be doing some cooking. I'll take that and the fuel canister along, as well as the just aluminum pot there. I tended to just carry food that cooks in the bag. Saves on water. You don't have to wash out the pot. Next clothes, I have a Capilene thermal shirt and pants as well for a base layer, and my Arc'teryx shell. Pretty much the best jacket you can get as far as waterproofness. Anyone hiking on the East Coast knows it will rain, so you're going to need some rain gear there. Next we have water. I'll carry 2 of these Nalgene 48-ounce silos, whatever you want to call them, as well as a 3-liter Camelback bladder in my pack. Next, as far as sleeping gear goes, probably my most favorite piece of backpacking equipment now. This is the Big Agnes insulated AirCore mattress. You can see there it's 2.5 inches thick. This thing's incredible. Probably my most recommended piece of backpacking gear. I used to be real minimalistic and not carry a sleeping pad, but this thing is about the size of a Nerf football. It squeezes up even smaller than that. It's super light, super small, super comfortable. Keeps you off the ground, keeps you warm. Behind that, I have my North Face Cat's Meow sleeping bag. About a 15-degree bag, probably a little warmer now. It's pretty old, worn down. Saving my pennies for a down bag, but till then, that one does the trick. In the back, I have an extra pair of Smart Wool socks. I'll usually just wear 1 pair, carry an extra pair. I don't ever need more than that. They dry pretty quick, and unless you get them soaking wet, you can pretty much wear 1 pair the whole time. Next to that, purely a luxury item, but first thing you want to do after a long day of hiking is take off your shoes. So I have a pair of flip-flops there. Those are Keen sandals. They got a nice little toe bumper on them, but good camp shoes, lightweight. That's really the only thing that I have on the outside of my pack. I'll stick those on there. And I guess that's about it as far as gear goes. Like I said, I like to keep everything as small and as lightweight as possible. There are a few items that I'll carry. I'll sacrifice the weight and carry if I know the environment is going to dictate that I need to carry that. Yes, you don't need to carry a lot of extra stuff. Like I said, I can get by on this stuff alone for a really extended period of time. Simply adding food, and as long as I know there's a water source, I'll have some water treatment with me. And I guess that's about it. The only thing left would be food, which is very important, and you should always bank on 5 to 10 pounds in food, depending on what you're doing and what you want to carry. The thing I like to tell friends when we're going out is that's really your only luxury when you're backpacking is food. So don't be afraid to carry some tasty food. That's good weight in my opinion. That's a good spirit booster in my opinion after a long day is some good food. Like I said, I'm a fan of the food in the bag. You don't have to wash dishes. You just boil some water and throw it in there, and it's good to go. Outside of that, I guess that's about everything. I'll post individual reviews of pretty much all this stuff. I have experience using all this gear, so I can get into more detail on separate videos. Thanks a lot.